Hello, Home Instead team. I'm Chaplain Robert Terrell, and this is your October 17th, 2022 Monday Motivator. If you've been watching the news over the past couple of weeks, you may have been surprised, like I have been, about a number of cheating scandals that have happened. From grandmasters of chess using some very unusual means to cheat, to walleye fishermen cheating. I guess, truthfully, I shouldn't be surprised by walleye fishermen cheating. It is a sport, after all, that, well, its very joking basis is lying. A fish this big suddenly becomes a fish this big and then that big. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But it's just something that's a little different because you don't expect it in these sports. Of course, cheating has been around for a long time, and money was involved in these, and anytime there's money involved, some weird things can happen. But you probably know people who cheat on things that make no difference whatsoever and don't have any money involved in it. I have a friend who literally just quit a fantasy football league with other friends because the person who was orchestrating the league was cheating to make sure they won. The whole league just demolished itself because the person was cheating over something that there was no money involved in at all. They just wanted to win. Now, in We Care Senior Care, we talk a lot about the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. The fixed mindset, these are real quick summaries, but the fixed mindset says your value is determined by whether or not you win or you make the highest mark, whether or not you know something immediately. And the growth mindset says your value is determined by how hard you try on something and whether or not you grow. I feel like so often with cheating, people figure that if they don't win, then they're nothing. There's a movie called Talladega Nights in which one of the main characters was told, if you aren't first, then you're last. Well, that's just not a truthful statement. There's so many times where you can't win something, but you still win by how you compete in the game. My faith teaches me that everything I do is a chance to glorify God, which means that all of the actions that I take are more about who it is I want to become rather than winning or losing. I think that's true for us too. As care pros, as parents, as friends, as spouses, as siblings, our actions say more about who we are rather than whether or not we win or lose. This past week, one of you care pros sent me a card saying how much you appreciate the Monday Motivators. And I'm just convinced that comes from the fact that this care pro, and I won't say who it is because I don't have their permission, but this care pro wants to be somebody who's encouraging. And they wrote this wonderfully encouraging card. Our small actions matter because they show who it is we're becoming and who it is we want to be. So what actions are you taking this week? Or are you taking shortcuts and cheating, trying to make sure you win because you're convinced that's what it's all about? Or are you taking actions that help you to be the parent who listens when your child is crying? The friend who's there when your friend is struggling and just doesn't know what's going on and just needs somebody to be quiet and listen? The care pro who won't be frustrated by the client who just isn't making sense or keeps on asking for stuff. What actions are you taking to be the type of person you want to be? I hope you're not taking shortcuts like these cheaters were. I hope instead you're convinced that you grow into the person you want to be. I'd love to hear who it is you want to be. My contact information is always at the end of these videos, and you can reach out to me anytime. And if you remember nothing else from this video, simply remember this. Our CEO, God, cares for you, and so do I. Have a great week. Make sure those actions point to who you want to be. And again, to the care pro who sent me this, thank you.